Hello. I want to dive in today about the key thing that will help you feel fully supported by money, that will make you feel completely at ease, that will allow you to not only have your highest cash months yet, but sustain them, that will make you feel relaxed and confident in any situation at any level with money. Before we dive into what that key thing is, we first need to touch on wealth, right? Because there is a very big difference between making money and building wealth. Making money is like a cash injection, I don't know, 25K here, 100K here, but it's not relaxed and it's not sustainable. So it's important when I speak about building wealth, I'm not talking about a cash injection. I'm not talking about a quick fix. I'm not talking about it's here 1 minute and gone the next. Relaxed, sustainable, and long term. So what is that key, right? What is the key that allows you to feel fully supported by money, to feel completely at ease, to feel relaxed in any situation, at any time, at any level, to have your highest cash months yet? It is dissolving any place where you currently have reactivity with money. Reactivity is like the big key factor when it comes to women who build wealth and women who do not. Because the moments where you are still reactive are the places that are throwing you off, and those are the frequencies that are becoming embedded in your system that prevent you from being in the game long term, right? Because when we think about wealth and building wealth, you have to be able to stay in it long term, not get thrown off. That is impossible if you are still in reaction mode to money. If you are in reactive mode, it throws you off. We have to get back on the horse and we have to start it again. When you become the woman who's relaxed at all times, then what happens is you never get thrown off, and then you allow the money to start to stack and compound, and that's how you build wealth. It's no longer like this, up and down. Now what happens is with this reactivity, the reaction mode that you were in when you first started making money, when you first started your business, is not the same reactivity that is going on now. And that's the issue. Reactivity can evolve. So where you were reactive maybe before to like $100, right? You're not reactive to $100 now, but it might be $100,000. So the reaction mode is simply shifted to larger amounts. But what happens is people aren't aware of this, right? We're like, well, I'm no longer reactive because like my bank account's not at $0, but you're reactive in other micro moments in other ways. And if you don't address these little micro moments, what happens is they start to stack in your system, right? They become holes in your energetic bucket that prevent you from actually building wealth. So how are these micro moments of reactivity showing up? For example, now you probably don't get reactive when a payment declines. Like, that's part of running a business. The necessary steps to put in place and to sort that out, but you're not getting that somatic response. But maybe for you, receiving $100,000 is a big somatic response. You feel pressure. You feel heaviness around that amount of money. Maybe it's a $25K tax bill. So before, when you, paid $2,000 in taxes, that wasn't a big deal. Now your accountant sends you an email and you have $25K due this quarter. Do you react, or are you calm and neutral? Right? As part of growing your business, you're going to expand your team. Are you reactive when you have to pay your team? Or are you reactive to like a $40K credit card bill? Right? To expanding to be able to not be reactive in those situations. Are you not reactive when other people project their stuff onto you? Because it's not just, especially when we talk about really building and holding a high level of wealth, you're not just holding your own regulation. You're holding everyone else around you and their regulation. Right? You're holding the person who was like in love with you, but then like they ghost you, default on a big contract, and you have to deal with that. You're dealing with other people's projections and people you know, your friends, your family, their reactivity to how much money you're making. Because at these high levels, it is more visibility. People do react to you differently. How are you reacting to their reactivity? You might feel calm and good with your own money, with yourself. But how do you feel when someone else reacts to you? When they project onto you, when they blame you, when they see you a different way? When more money is going out the door, sure, some is like lots more is flowing in because it replenishes quickly. That's the frequency we play with. But you're also flowing a lot out. You cannot be selective. You cannot say, oh, I want to receive lots of money, but do not feel the same kind of comfort and ease in your system, non-reactivity with flowing it out. I guarantee you, if you were to analyze and look at all of the places you are still in reactive mode with money, you would be like, that's why I'm not building wealth. That's why I'm not building wealth. That's why I'm not building wealth. These micro moments of reactivity are super important because the woman who builds limitless wealth can hold any situation at any level. Oh, apparently it agrees. I don't even know how to do that. So I want you to really look at this because you need to become like Teflon. All right, like the Teflon coating. We don't want Teflon coating on our cookware, but we do want to be Teflon with other people's reactivity, where it completely slides off of you. Notice if other people's responses, maybe their beliefs about the economy, what's going on, their beliefs about what's possible, I don't know, their beliefs about you and your business, doesn't matter. If any of that makes you waver even slightly, that's a key. It's becoming embedded in your system. And that is your work, is to dissolve all of these micro moments of reactivity so they can stop slowing you down and stop getting embedded in your frequency. This is key. Because when you are able to do that and you're able to break out of the reactivity, that is when you will be fully supported by money. That is when you will feel fully supported by money because you are no longer living in reaction mode to it. You are leading money. The problem is that when you are in reaction mode with money, whether you're in reaction to your own money or you are reactive to other people's money drama and reactivity around money, either way, both of those scenarios, you end up playing not in reaction, not the one leading money. They both take you out of your power and out of the zone. So when it comes to breaking out of that, you need to analyze and see all of those places where the reactivity is stacking. All of those places, yours and reactivity, other people's money drama, where it's throwing you off. Oh, apparently that was something important I said too. What happens is, when you don't address your reactivity, it gets worse. It's not like suddenly you stop becoming reactive. The reactivity compounds and we're getting compounding in the wrong direction, right? We want compounding wealth, not compounding reactivity. Because if you are reactive at this level, you will be reactive at a higher level. For example, if you are reactive at flowing out $40,000, you will be reactive at flowing out $400,000. It's not going to get easier with a bigger money, let me tell you. So I really want you to think about this. And I want you to start looking at your day, looking at your business, looking at where you are reactive to other people's money drama, where you're reactive to their reactivity about you, and where you are still in reaction mode with your own money at this higher level. Remember, it will not be the same as the reactivity you had when you were making less money. It will look completely different. It will show up in those micro moments. That excitement, remember, if you haven't seen my post, excitement over getting paid is another example of reactivity. It should not come as a surprise that you are getting paid lots of money. It should be an of course. Where you're grounded in gratitude. Gratitude is different than excitement. Grounded and grateful, but it's not a shock to your system. That's another example of reactivity. Perhaps you sign a really big client, but then you feel the guilt and the doom of like, oh, I'm gonna have to give them an organ to warrant what they just paid me. Right? So you get paid, it's like you're excited for a second, dysregulation, and then the horror and the fear comes in. Another way you're reactive with money. You weren't before, but now that you've increased your prices, right? Now that you're making more money, you're getting paid larger amounts. The reaction mode evolves. I cannot tell you how many people don't look at the places where they are still in reactive mode with money, and this explains why they never build relaxed wealth. Remember, I always speak of wealth, not just like cash flow in one day and it kind of disappears, not a single cash injection, but the kind that compounds, is sustainable, and works with you in your business long term. In order to become the woman who can do that with ease, while it feels light and effortless and not like you're holding anything, we have to dissolve all of these micro moments of reactivity. Let this land, because you cannot outwork, you cannot out-strategize a nervous system response. The nervous system always wins, all right? It is a primal party. You cannot change your primal physiology. It will always seek to protect you. It will always react to it if it feels like it's threatened, which is why when we dissolve those threats, we get ease, comfort, and that's when you can expand at a rapid pace and build wealth. So let this land. Of course, if you desire to do this work with me, this is exactly what we are doing inside Wealth Recode. Well, one of the things, step 2 of the relaxed wealth method, is breaking out of this reactivity so that you feel fully supported by money. You feel completely at ease. You can hit and sustain your highest cash months yet. You can build limitless wealth for you, your family, the world. Compounding, sustainable, relaxed, overflow, long term. So if you would like the details for that, you can drop the word recode down below after this live, or just send me a message and we'll get you the exclusive link for pre-sale for that. I'm so excited for everyone already inside. This is major and this is key. And this is a step that's often overlooked, is dissolving these micro moments of reactivity at higher levels of money. But that's the thing that's going to make you unstoppable. So I love you so much, and I will see you very soon.